What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another special edition of Action Saturday. Yeah, I haven't done one of these in a while. And the reason being is that tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and tomorrow I'm going to be a little busy with the St. Patrick's Day festivities. So I decided to move to since it falls on a Sunday this year. I decided to move, the review to tonight. So why not? Might as well get it out of the way. So this week, I'm reviewing The Fugitive, a classic movie, and a movie that nabbed Tommy Lee Jones an Oscar. Yeah, we're not. This was on my queue for a long, long time, and by just some pure luck, it just happened to be on AMC earlier this week. So I finally got down and watched it in its entirety because I never saw the movie in its entirety. Every time when it comes up, it's always the second act, when Richard Kimball's on the run, trying to uncover who the real murderer is, kind of thing. So, yeah. But anyway, to the movie, so after 20-something years later, I still think it's still a good classic movie. Well, of course, I know. What's actiony about this? I feel like the action segments in this movie is more like the actual chases. A little less, like if you're expecting like big blood and guts kind of thing. No. The action, the suspense is the majority of the movie, which is the entire chase, and I really enjoy that. Okay, yeah. Not much else I can say. Harrison Ford does a great job. In my opinion, this is one of his best roles ever. Instead of playing an archaeologist or a smuggler in space, he's playing an average, everyday man, or his name, Dr. Richard Kimball, who gets falsely accused of murdering his wife. He gets sent to prison. Of course, an unexpected prison break happens, and of course, he goes on the run to try to clear his name, which brings in the U.S. Marshal, Agent Gerard, played by Tommy Lee Jones, and like I mentioned earlier, the role that nabbed him an Oscar nod, which is incredible. And yeah, I gotta say, it's like Tommy Lee Jones does a phenomenal job too. It's like, It's like you want to root for both these guys because you realize, oh my God, he's not. The real villain is still out there, and that is the one-armed man, which is real. Here comes an interesting thing. When I was researching things about this movie, as you know, this movie is based on a classic television show from the '60s. Now, get this: the mysterious one-armed man, was never caught. Believe it or not, never caught, which I felt like that kind of demystified some of the things about this movie. So I was like, really? Never caught? So, but of course, I felt like the producers, I think they wanted to give the things a little different look, and if that makes any sense, they want to, keep twists and turns going until finally here's the big reveal and here's the real man behind it, and of course. Yeah, not much else I can say. Just it still holds a candle to today. Believe it or not, I heard viewers say this is like one of those rare genres that you don't see a lot these days, and we really need some more of these kind of genres. The epic, crime chase thriller thing. Guy trying to clear his name kind of thing. More of this kind of thing, this classic character-based thing. Instead of like all this art bullshit that you have out there. But hey, who am I to judge, all right? So, yeah, you can the formula's all there. It's all great. I love the set pieces. That crazy-ass stunt gets me every time when Dr. Richard Kimball, dives off the giant, dam, oh my God, seriously. I wouldn't have the balls to do that, even if it was me that was going on the run. I would not do that. I would just say, just take me in. Seriously, I wouldn't have the balls to do that. But anyway, yeah, go check this movie out if you have not seen it. It is truly a classic, and you will see why Tommy Lee Jones won his Oscar. All right, so if I had to give this classic movie a score, I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10, and like for all the reasons that I mentioned earlier, which was the demystifying element of here's the reveal of the one-armed man who was behind it all. So I'm like, okay, that added like a bit of a wrinkle. I'm like, it was a little unnecessary, but it still worked in a way. It still leaves the viewers exhilarated and finally happy at the end. When everything is resolved, it's a good way to cap off a good movie. I'd say go definitely check this movie out. If you can find it, on demand somewhere, or if you happen to stumble it on a video store, get it. Okay, I absolutely definitely get it. All right. So that does it for tonight. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for some more videos, and of course, if I don't see you, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.